That's what I like to hear. Our next bout scheduled for three-minute rounds to be contested under MMA rules. Introducing first, currently making his way down to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, this is Fabian Zavala. His opponent, currently making his way down to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, this is Aaron Busser. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the introductions. This bout, scheduled for three-minute rounds to be contested under MMA rules. The weight class, 145 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Henzo Gracie, Connecticut, this is Fabian Zavala! His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Thornton Martial Arts, this is Aaron Busser!
And we are about to get started with our next bout here. This will be our last MMA Novice Rules. Fabian Zavala versus Aaron Busser. Henzo Gracie, Connecticut versus Thornton Martial Arts.
Yeah, should be a great fight.
Nice body kick there.
Yes.
Both guys jockeying for position.
Aaron Busser training with our 205 WK New York State champion William Knight over at Thornton Martial Arts.
Zavala currently pushing Busser up against the cage, looking for a takedown here. I mean, earlier we had the battle of the Justins, now we got the battle of the bald dudes. Like, these guys are fighting for the look.
That's right. Lose us to grow out the hair.
Yeah. Like Justin Walker needs to go in the back and tell Justin Montalvo, your name is Montalvo now, it's not Justin. And like when the winner of this whoever's the winner of this has to say, you gotta grow your hair now.
Yes.
Don't be playing that bullshit no more in my yard.
Busser looking for that judo throw, it looked like. Zavala with the head pressure on top of the mount.
I hate that head and arm throw. You've had me on these fights time and time again arguing about that head and arm throw.
Busser looking to explode out.
It works against soccer moms. That's it. It really, you know, it works in women's MMA. Very rarely in men's MMA. One of my teammates, actually, Chris Wade, is pretty high level with the headlock throw, and even he says that he, you know, very picky when he goes for it. It's a low percentage takedown.
And it's an all or nothing. It's either you get a good throw, or you end up in a shitty position.
It's either you have the grip of, you know, Chuck Norris, or you don't go for it, because you're going to lose the position once you lose the grip and lose a little bit of the head and the arm. Once he slips out a little bit, he's going to take you back.
Right.
And right here, Zavala on top. Busser, good job there not giving up his back. It's better to just stay in mount, in my opinion. You're much more at risk when you have your back given, and your neck is there, and punches could be landed, you could be flattened out. Better to stay mounted and look to scramble, get your guard back, or look for a reversal. But nice job by Zavala.
Oh, he's hard. He's starting to set up that armbar. Busser rolling.
Oh, that might be tight. I can't see from the angle.
He's trying to step over.
He's going to wind up on top at least. You know,
should be out. He's out of it, right?
Another Renzo Gracie, Connecticut.
He's up first. He beats the scramble.
What do we have? Like you said, no heel hooks, right?
No heel hooks.
Nice right hand there. Nice takedown after the right hand.
Referee
and there's the end of the round.
Referee Anthony Andriosi showing off his moves, getting out of that takedown at the last second.
Don't let the looks fool you. Anthony Andriosi has the reflexes of a cat. We've seen time and time again.
I agree with you. Very impressive.
One of the quickest acting refs here in the New York Fight Exchange. He's been on both sides of the spectrum. Maybe he stopped it too late, maybe he stopped it too early, but no matter what, he's looking out for the best interest of the fighter.
Every time.
One of the best referees that we've had here in the New York Fight Exchange.
Absolutely takes his job very serious. Fighter safety is number one and to him.
Like I've seen those instances where he caught flack for stopping a fight early, and I'm like, the kid was dead to rights. What are you talking about?
Right,
you know, because he didn't get his ankle broken. You know,
right, and that's what it comes down to. You know, you're always in that position where you want to stop a fight for a fighter's safety. If you see they're not defending correctly, his knowledge of a martial art, you know, was former competitive now a coach.
Yes, he's been there. He's a pro fighter. He's been there. He's coached people, and he's reffed countless matches.
Right.
I don't want to say underrated because I'm sure people respect him, but
I believe he's underrated. I think sometimes a big name referee comes around and people get excited with the name, but I think Anthony's just as good, if not better, at times than some of them.
Absolutely. That's what I was getting at. I didn't want to,
We know how you feel.
Yeah. Very good ref, Anthony Andriosi.
Buser looking like he's trying to set up some striking, wants to keep people off the floor, off the ground, this ground.
Like the only times I've seen Anthony Andriosi do something wrong with finger parentheses was when the guy was dead to rights. Like the guy wasn't moving in a choke or the guy was in a full-blown heel hook, and he saved the guy from getting further damage.
Right.
It's the amateurs. We want you guys to go pro. Nice takedown defense there.
Buser's got to be careful of overcommitting on those strikes, knowing that Fabian Zavala is eventually going to try to take this fight to the floor, it looks like.
Do we know anything about either one of these gentlemen's grappling prowess?
Off the top of my head, I'm not familiar with their belts. I do think Zavala is a little bit more experienced grappler, especially being from the Renzo Gracie team. Aaron Buser, like I said, is
where is Thornton Martial Arts?
Thornton Martial Arts, I believe, is Connecticut. They have tons of great fighters, especially strikers.
Sorry to put you on the spot there.
Coach Ed Thornton is a phenomenal coach, has a very, very big resume with fighters that he's produced, especially, like I said, in the striking disciplines.
Very underrated in the universal scale, the Northeast area, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut. Well, we know this Renzo Gracie Connecticut team has been here for years, but
this is actually, that's a typo. This is actually Renzo Gracie New York City.
Oh, this is not Renzo Gracie Connecticut.
No,
Zavala's from New York.
I take complete flack for that, but it's definitely Renzo Gracie New York City, right out in Manhattan. The main New York location.
The main Renzo Academy.
Yes, and Fabian Zavala is actually a FDNY EMT. So,
after he beats up his opponent, he might revive him.
Yes, props to him for being one of our servicemen and looking out for all of our safeties at times of need.
And Zavala here on top, maintaining this mount. Buser does not have an answer here. Looking to sweep, looking to muscle his way out. Not finding the route to get to a better position here. And he is still mounted, just wasting energy. And now he's got his arm trapped.
Hitting that arm. Looks like there's something other.
Again, though, no strikes to the head here. With these MMA novice rules, the New York State Athletic Commission. But don't worry, folks. Right after this, we are going to have some straight MMA rules.
Better camera.
And that's the end of that second round. Look at this replay here. Good takedown defense. Defending the takedowns is Buser. And here's Buser pressing Zavala up against the fence. Nice kick. Here we go, round 3. Aaron Buser, Fabian Zavala. round 3. Again, Zavala in the blue, Aaron Booser in the red. Third round here, New York Fight Exchange 14, Pressure Creates Diamonds. Thank you again for joining us. Right after this fight, folks, we're going to go to the Universal Amateur MMA rules, where strikes to the head on the ground will be legal and no shin guards. This is our last MMA novice rules fight here between Fabian Zavala and Aaron Booser. Taking some deep breaths, trying to hold that front face lock.
Don't worry about spinning. Pop up. You gotta escape. Up, up, up.
Zavala pops his head out. He's on top. In mount.
90 seconds. Let's start working. Next up, bump him up. Don't hold on.
Trying to trap the arm, possibly set up a triangle here. There you go.
There you go. Posture up. Posture up.
And he loses the triangle, loses position. And he's on his back here. He needs to make something happen.
Do not get comfortable. Up.
You might hear some instructions being yelled out for Aaron's corner. It's Paul Bensack, one of the premier Muay Thai fighters of the Northeast, if not the country. Just came off an impressive win over at Lions fight. Now, being Paul is having a little problem stopping the takedown. He's got to make these strikes count.
He's got to land something. Both of these guys felt each other out. Neither guy looked like they got too comfortable standing throughout this fight.
Right.
Both, even still, you see here in the third round, both guys still feeling each other out a little bit.
Right.
And here we are back in the clinch up against the cage. We got Zavala pressing Aaron Booser up against the fence here. Very competitive back and forth fight here. Both guys very game for this one. Defending each other's takedown attempts. Zavala charging hard with a combination. Doesn't land anything clean. Booser answers back.
This is where he needs to set off.
Nice takedown. Lands in mount. 10-second bell.
End of the round.
Great back and forth battle there.
Came down to which fighter was going to.
Here's that big takedown in the third by Zavala. Guillotine attempt there by Booser, but didn't come to anything. And here's that same takedown. Oh, this is a different angle. This is that big takedown in the third. Great fight by both guys. We will send it up to Larry the Legend for the particulars.
We turn to the judges' scorecards, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this bout as a result of judges' unanimous decision. The blue corner. I could just grab a quick word from you. How are you feeling after that hard-fought victory, sir?
First off, hats off to my opponent. I thank you and Vincent for making it to the fight and being able to show the field. Thank God that I did the insurance. Thanks to my questions and for being able to show this.
competing in the cage. You heard